You know, Peter Obi will tell you, if you want to be His Excellency, the manner and the procedure that brings you to power must be excellent. I find this national convention less than excellent.
You see, I almost lost hope in Nigeria after the last general election, especially after the final Supreme Court judgment. I totally lost hope. I said it was over for Nigerians. Yes, because the electoral process has been compromised. The judiciary process has been compromised. The police, the army, everything. So I totally gave up on Nigeria. That I don't see how Nigeria can be redeemed again. But after seeing the result, after hearing the news about Senegal new president, all my hope came back alive. Because if Senegal can do it through electoral process, Nigeria also can do it. And we all know that Peter Obi is the hope for new Nigeria. We all know. And many Nigerians have faith in Peter Obi because of his integrity, his corruption-free, because of his qualities. Let me just put it out. But he is running under the platform of the Labour Party. And you all know that Labour Party have been having internal crisis since during the last general election. The Lamidi Apapa and the rest. And Julius Abure, the Labour Party chairman, has been accused of so many allegations that we can't really know whether it is true or not, because sometimes it will look as if those people that are accusing the Labour Party are deliberately doing it just to destabilize the movement of the obedient. But now it is now clear that that Julius Abure has lost his way, because he tried to organize an illegal national convention just to reinstate himself as the Labour Party chairman. Now, I want you to listen to Kenneth Okoko, what he has to say about this matter.
And again, you can't sit down and go to social media and conduct a convention and you call it a national convention. No, that's a social media convention.
Well, even beyond that, INEC has dissociated itself
but
from
INEC
that
should.
convention.
And what they did is quite legal and constitutional. Section 82, subsection 1 of the Electoral Act made it clear, before you do any convention, you must give INEC 21 days notice. And 82.5 made it clear that any convention done without such notice is invalid. INEC is not your football. You can't wake up 2 days and you tell them you're giving them notice for a convention that will be happening in your backyard and you want them to come. I mean, are they jesters? This is a constitutional body and it's a creature of the law. I've always talked about rule of law. I am going to side anywhere law is siding. And you know, it is pathetic and it hurts me when I read Article 8(3) of the Labour Party Constitution that said the objective is to create a new Nigerian personality that is patriotic, altruistic, transparent, and committed to due process and rule of law in all spheres of our national life. And then somebody wants to be the national chairman, and you cannot be transparent in a little thing as in convention. And let me tell you another thing.
Well, before you go ahead, it sounds very clearly like you don't support Julius Abure, who was the chairman of the party.
Labour Party is a creation of the law. It has nothing to do with Abure. Did they follow due process? No. I have nothing personal against Abure. I'm possibly one of the people that have defended him most. But when I was defending him, he was within the foundation of the institution of Labour Party. that as long as you continue to do things in order, you will be my friend. Immediately you disobey the law. You know, P2B will tell you, if you want to be His Excellency, the manner and the procedure that brings you to power must be excellent. I find this national convention less than excellent.
You see, Julius Abure has actually missed the way. He has let greediness and selfishness come over him. Yes, now we all know that everybody were behind him when he was having troubles, when he was having conflict with Lamidi and Papa and all those other factions. But right now, everybody that were behind him now is against him because of the wrong path he has chosen to follow. Because when we say we want a new Nigeria, we want transparency, honesty, sincerity. We want you to follow, we want the due process. Yes, that is what we are all looking for, because you cannot fight corruption with corruption. When someone enter a power through a corrupt means, when it is a corrupt way, when someone enter a power through a corrupt way, you cannot fight corruption, because corruption will fight you back. But when you enter power through the due process and the law, you will be immune to fight corruption, because they will not have anything to hold against you. So that is why I totally support Obi, because ever since there have not been single thing to say against Peter Obi to prove that he is a corrupt politician, just like majority of Nigerian politicians. So Peter Obi is the hope of new Nigeria. Now let's hear what Peter Obi have to say concerning this convention that Abure did to reinstate himself as the Labour Party chairman.
On issue of the party and the convention, I had a convention, and I've said it everywhere. The convention, when chairman approached me about the convention, I appealed to him to consult all stakeholders, starting from Governor, Vice President Dati, to senators, House members, part to Tommy and the Big Tent, the gubernatorial candidates, various groups, for us to have NLC, TUC is documented, for us to have a properly organized convention starting from Congress. Because where we need to organize ourselves is actually at the grassroots, where we have issues. Let's go there and start. And now start organizing ourselves. And organize the party properly. Somewhere along the line, so he was supposed to go and consult all these people, and we have a proper meeting, agree on positions, how it is going to be. But as you know, while I'm the presidential candidate, I'm not a party chairman and I'm not a member of NWC. When I came back and heard that, I traveled for one day, came back and heard that the party convention is going to be in Omaya. Again, I visited and discussed that with my brother, Governor, who said he's listening to me and what I said, and he thinks it's a proper thing. I met the senators, I met the House of Rep people, I met the gubernatorial candidates, and some of the stakeholders, and discussed these issues with them. However, somewhere along the line, the NWC insisted they would go on with what they've planned. and what they want to do. And they shifted the venue when it's no longer being hosted in Abia. I didn't attend because for me, we need to do more work, more consultation, more discussions before the convention. So that's why I didn't attend. And that's the only sign I can show. Some people have said, oh, you would have granted press conference, you would have said this and everything. And I said to them, unless you have not followed my politics, I didn't promise Nigeria. Just like when I went into Africa, we had problems in Africa. And I always tell Anambra people, I didn't promise you people I'm going to change Africa, but I promise you people I'm going to change Anambra State. Now when I came, Anambra was home for all. I changed it to Light of the Nation and went to become number 1 for number 20-something in education, number 1 in health, number 1. This is what I promised. We promised to build a new Nigeria. We didn't promise to build a new Labour Party. But that I think we will build. Because it's important. It's all part of it. But people think, oh, I've been in the market shouting and all that. No. In my position as a leader is to consult and continue to plead with people. Let's do the right thing. Let's do the right thing. It's not for me to be in the marketplace because I have access and I'm talking to the right people. Even now, the convention supposedly have come and gone. I believe that is actually the beginning of the talk. And we're going to get it right. Because we cannot do wrong thing, especially for those of us who are saying we want to change the system. For me, all these are just a distraction they are trying to bring in our group now. There's also some of us who I cannot completely say, very few, very tiny, that are part of what we are doing. Our engagement is about Nigeria. And they're not trying to distract our focus. Like I said to somebody who said to me, why are you going to North? And I said, if they return Abure as the chairman, did he provide water that I provided in the North? Did he stop the water? We will deal with all those matters. But some people now want to distract me from what I'm doing or distract us because it is us. Because we know the future of what we want to do is not about Labour Party. It's about what the obedience are thinking about Nigeria.
Like I said before, if Senegal can do it through election, Nigeria can also do it. And we have the right man that will take us there. Peter Obi have everything it takes to do that. And let us join him in this movement for a new Nigeria. So this is all I have to say on this video. Dominate your domain with truth and love. But there are rules. My name is Julius Abure.